maybe 2 or 3 minutes. All right. In your assignment folder, I've attached these 2 pages. All right. The first one is headed up. It says, what is Mediterranean vegetation like? Okay, now this goes through a little bit more detail about how the vegetation grows. Okay, again, we've got our keyword scrub over here. Okay, so the natural vegetation is actually woodland and scrub. We'll look at the diagram in a second. All right, all the types of vegetation growing here had to adapt to hot, dry summers and warm, wet winters. All right, so now in here, I'm not going to go through all of this with you because I need you to do some of the work. But this talks about, again, we got that keyword dormant, which we've written down already. It talks about growth during the winter and during the summer. Okay, so there's different growing patterns. Plants will grow more during one season or the other, and in your assignment you'll be asked why. So you'll need to read through this carefully. Okay. Additionally, in this piece here, okay, it talks about some of the adaptations, some of the changes that some plants have made, like having thick coats to protect their seeds from the heat. Okay, green plants will shrivel up to become stiff and thorny, okay, so they don't lose water. So you will need to know some of those. The diagram below also, do not ignore the diagram. It has lots of little boxes of information. So these are our woodlands examples, these are our scrub examples. So some have thick bark as protection against the heat. Okay, some trees have this thin waxy leaves to reduce losing water because it's a hot climate. Then we've got our lavender and our rosemary down here. Okay, so the lavender is a very quick life cycle, so it avoids the hot summers. It grows, spreads its seeds and dies very quickly. The thyme has very long roots to reach down to water, whereas the rosemary can roll its leaves up tightly so it doesn't lose moisture. Okay, so a lot of information in that diagram. Please do not skip it. The second page then is titled How has vegetation been changed by people? And again, I'm not going to read through all this with you. All right, we've got some mention of our cypress trees again in here, and it talks about what happened and how humans have changed the landscape. So mostly it was a result of activity by humans who settled there and their grazing animals. Trees were cut down. It lists reasons. It talks about forest fires and all sorts of things. Okay, so have a little read through that as well. You can use the diagrams to look, or the pictures to look at. Now, your homework is number 1. Name 6 Mediterranean plants. So if you look back on the other attachment, in the picture it had a lot of plants. We've named quite a few in the video earlier as well from the Social Studies book. 2a, why do Mediterranean plants grow mainly in the winter? Why do they only grow very slowly in the summer? So again, read back on the last, the other page I sent you. Okay, the other what is Mediterranean vegetation, and that will take you through the growing seasons. So why does it grow mainly in winter? Why does it grow slowly in the summer? Now this gets a bit tricky. Give 3 ways by which Mediterranean vegetation can survive the hot, dry summer. So what have plants done? Again, look back at the diagram, okay, from the previous page, and there's some text there as well. 3 different ways. Top of this page talked about different ways human activity had changed Mediterranean vegetation. So give 3 ways in which the natural Mediterranean vegetation has been altered by humans. So for that there, we can go back up to that bit, okay? And number 5, very simple. The olive tree is an important tree and crop to many Mediterranean countries. Make a large copy of the diagram and complete it by adding the following labels. Do not draw the diagram. For the assignment, simply write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and match these up beside the correct number. You do not need to draw the diagram, okay? So your assignment is 1 to 5. I will put this in the assignment folder with a due date of next week, okay? And all the information you need is in the videos we looked at today. All right.